1941, the world was at war. But in a remote Sicilian village, one young man had other things on his mind.
Buongiorno, signora.
Malena.
Vieni qua, me ne vai a comprare una sigaretta.
Pazzo diventerai! Oh!
From the writer and director of the Academy Award-winning Cinema Paradiso comes an intimate portrait and an epic story of the courage we discover, the innocence we surrender, and the memories we cherish forever. Malena.
What is it?
On Sunday morning, one of our U-2s took these pictures. The Soviets are putting medium-range ballistic missiles into Cuba.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Our cities in the southeast, as far north as Washington, D.C., are in range of these weapons, and in the event of a launch, we'll have only 5 minutes warning.
In those 5 minutes, they could kill 80 million Americans.
Well, it's clear we cannot permit Soviet nuclear missiles in Cuba. We have to get those missiles out.
The Soviet understands only one language, action, respects only one word, force.
I got a bad feeling about what's going on in there.
Sir, I think we have to issue pre-invasion orders for our forces.
There's no choice. It's going to cost lives anyway we go.
We're talking about possible nuclear war.
We've got a bunch of smart guys. We lock them in a room, they come up with some solutions.
The full spectrum of airstrikes is minimum response the Joint Chiefs will accept.
No. There is more than one option here.
You're in a pretty bad fix, Mr. President.
Well, maybe you haven't noticed you're in it with me.
Those damn Kennedys are going to destroy this country if we don't do something about this.
A lot of things are going wrong today. It's making everyone nervous. More things go wrong, people will become more nervous, and it will be very hard to avoid going to war.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, my fellow citizens.
This is a setup. They want a war, Jack, and they're arranging things to get one.
What happens to you?
I'll be evacuated with the president.
And while you're under a rock somewhere, what am I supposed to do with your 5 children?
Sometimes there is only one right choice. And you thank God when it's so clear.
Stop that firing!
Lied right to my face.
Teddy, we need you to talk to them.
And nobody plays us off each other, and nobody ever gets between us.
Just wish for a second somebody else was president.
You mean that?
I said for a second.
First airstrikes start in 28 hours.
The world's watching everything we're doing.
I'm prepared to wait for my answer until hell freezes over.
I am the Commander-in-Chief of the United States, and I say when we go to war.
George Barber lives in a world not of his making.
Do you believe in other lives?
Past lives?
No, I mean lives going on right now.
Like being in 2 places at once?
No more than 2. A lot more.
In fact, he lives in many worlds not of his making.
There's a moment when my consciousness shifts. I take on that new life.
But all those worlds are about to end.
What you got for me, Williams?
Homicide.
This one's a little different, Chief.
Why? What'd they get?
His brain.
From critically acclaimed director Robert Lepage comes a love story and a murder mystery divided by the thin line between perception and reality.
Your research is a little frightening.
Creatures like us, we'd be foolish not to use our imaginations.
I don't trust people who fall in love over and over.
Tilda Swinton.
I love the way you touch me.
This is simply a world where I happen to be a criminal.
Tom McCamus.
It's not very important.
Possible worlds.
How many lovers have you had?
That I can remember?
Yes.